How's it? Indian Cowboy docsports.com coming on Thursday, March the 28th. As we get this video to you around this time, have your free pick winner in just a second here. Your free pick winner today is going to be between the Red Sox and the Seattle Mariners as we kick off the Major League Baseball season. Super excited about it, and we have won 7 of 10 years and 5 of 7 years in baseball coming in. Our selection is already off the board. It is on the Detroit Tigers over the Chicago White Sox, and tomorrow, of course, we'll have a selection. We're expecting a great baseball season. I have a lot of baseball thoughts here for you, so you can kind of see how we look into baseball, but looking forward to a great season. Can't wait for you to join us. Hello, I'm Indian Cowboy. This is Doc Sports. The algorithms of Indian Cowboy have been around for 19 years and Doc Sports 53 years. I have a doctorate and a master's in Biostatistics. That's how these algorithms work. Welcome to my podcast. Our best selections over at docsports.com under Arun Shiva. Our next best selections are our free picks and leans, the daily video, which is the daily video you're watching right now. If you can't get enough of us, we have a YouTube premium channel where we come at you twice a week, including tonight at 9 Eastern. Where we teach you how to fish and how to look at ball games in depth. It's basically it's our teaching channel, if you will. We slowly go through 10 games each night that you choose, and you get the first look on the next day's ball games. And it's incredible value. It's a great community. It's a recorded podcast that's summarized at the end. And in case you don't have time, it's recorded, and it's a recorded podcast. You can watch the whole thing at the end if you wanted to the next morning on your drive to work. The link to YouTube Premium is in the comments section, as well as the link to how to get to free $60 worth of premium selections. If you want more content, hop on to our Twitter. Has our consensus reports, our trends on late night ball games, and our hot takes on sports. All right, let's get to your free play winner today. By the way, you guys must be lucky because the Detroit Tigers just scored the first run of their season. So 1-0 here on Detroit as we try to start the year 1-0. Your free plays on the Red Sox Seattle, but what do I need to tell you before that? We have a 7-unit college basketball selection today at 9:45 or 9:50, if you will. And we have a 7-unit NBA tonight at 7 o'clock. 5-0 run in college basketball. NBA and college basketball combined 10-1 for plus 5240. We come off a 7-unit college or 6-unit college ball winner yesterday on the under between Seattle and Arkansas State. Just a brilliant call. And 5-0 plus 3,000. 4-unit baseball going off today. As you know, NBA 7-unit tonight at 7 o'clock. 6-0 with 7-unit selections. NHL 2 4-unit selections today. Soccer next selection on Friday. Golf 7-unit selection pending. And MMA plus 5265. So let's get to your free play winner here. And I like the under between the Red Sox and Seattle. So you can find this current line sitting around, I would say, Boston, Seattle. You can find the current line. Hold on one second. Let me see here. You can find, I thought I saw something like 7.5. Let me see here. You can find Boston, Seattle around 7.5. I like the under 7.5 today. I don't see a lot of runs being scored here. Bayo had a 4.24 ER last year. Luis Castillo 3.34 ERA. The Boston pitcher, of course, a couple of years underneath his belt, and big things are expected out of him. But the Red Sox offense could be a little suspect as well. But I do like their pitcher a lot today, though. Keep in mind that you have a Red Sox pitcher that beat Seattle both times last year. He ended up the year with tough starts against Texas and Tampa Bay, where he gave up 5 runs each as well in those 2 games. So he remembers those losses and is going to be irritated. Combine that with Castillo having a horrible start in his last 2 starts against Texas and Houston, giving up 9 runs in 9 innings, including 6 walks. Tough to swallow for him all season long. And he went up against Boston last time, went in 5 innings, 7 hits, and 5 runs. So I think what happens, both these pitchers are going to be highly motivated, and I like the under between these 2 teams. As it relates to Clemson and Arizona today in college basketball, I like Arizona here. I think they can win. I like Arizona here. These 2 teams haven't met since 2012. Clemson beat Alabama, VCU, and has had a lot of bad ACC. Had a bad ACC tournament against Boston College, as you know, but crushed New Mexico and Baylor. These 2 teams' first tourney, they were the first tourney wins in 2 years for Clemson, and they've outperformed, quite honestly. They've got a very senior-laden team. Now, Arizona did beat Duke on the road, but I think Arizona has seen Clemson's domination the first 2 games, and Arizona knows they're playing a team from the ACC. They will not take them lightly here, and I like Arizona. San Diego State, UConn. I'm going to go with the over here. San Diego State trolled. Will they get trolled by UConn again like they did last year, or will they show some heart? They lost 76-59 last time, and I simply think San Diego State scores more than 59 points compared to last time. San Diego State has a better offense this year than the past year. The over does make sense here somewhat, and I don't think they continue to get bullied by UConn. I do think they'll lose this game, but I do like the over because I like them to be an active dog for the most part. Illinois and Iowa State, I like the over here. Number 3 facing number 2. Iowa State beat this team in 2018 and 2015, mind you. Illinois is the number 1 team in the land. Honestly, the only thing that makes sense here maybe is the over. Iowa State only put up 67 points against Washington State last time, had 27 points at the half as well. Illinois put up just 79 points on a top 5 defensive team, already put up 79 points on a top 5 defensive team in Tennessee. They know they are the underdog coming in as well. I like the over as I think I think Iowa State will have much better offensive success because they face a much weaker defense in Illinois and they had a bad game. And I think Illinois will be a good active dog. And I like the over because Illinois didn't play particularly well last game in my opinion. Bucks and Pacers. I'll take the Bucks here. The Bucks won by 24 points last time. The Bucks have won four in a row coming in. The Bucks off of a 4-point loss to the Lakers. Back-to-back losses to the Lakers now. Milwaukee will be upset. They were up by 16 at the half and ended up losing that game. I know the Pelicans have revenge, but the Bucks going into this game is going to be super ticked. Small lead on Milwaukee. So basically Milwaukee lost a game in which LeBron did not play, which is a big no-no for them as far as ego-wise. Cleveland and Oakland. I'm going to go with the Athletics plus the 1.5 here. Cleveland beat this team last time by 4 times. Or I should say Cleveland beat this team the last 4 times they played them. Bieber here with 3.8 ERA, 6 years in a row with Cleveland now. Wood is coming from San Francisco, had a 4.33 ERA there. Bieber had 3 or 4 non-quality starts to close the year. Alex Wood had like 11 starts to close the year, 11 quality starts to close the year, if you will. And I like him as he pitches for his new ball club. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see Oakland plus 1.5 do well. Cardinals and Dodgers. I'll take the Cardinals run line here. St. Louis took 3 or 4 from the Dodgers last time. Miles Mikolas had a 4.8 ERA last year. Glasnow went 5 innings, 2 hits, and 2 runs for the Dodgers and won in his last start, in his first start of the year. I think he has a little bit of a letdown. 4 great years so far. Has this game started? I think this game has started. So it's utterly useless. I don't know why I gave you. Hold on. Let me take off my Cardinals lean. Let me take off my Giants Padres lean. For what it's worth, it was on the Padres and they're down 1. What did I have? Cleveland, Oakland. Is that going off now? I gave you that. I told you Boston, Seattle, and I need to give you Chicago and Texas. Yeah, and Texas. Okay, so here we go. Cubs and Rangers. I like the under there. Steele and Eovaldi. Steele had a 3.06 ERA and a 3.81 ERA the year before. Eovaldi 3.63 and 3.87 ERA the year before. He came over from Boston over to Texas, as you know, Eovaldi did. Steele had 3 bad starts against Atlanta, Pittsburgh, and Arizona, and I think he pitches better here. I think he starts off the year much better. Eovaldi can be entirely hit or miss, but he did face the Cubs actually last year, and he lost, and I think the under makes sense here. Rockies and Diamondbacks. I'm going to go with the Rockies plus the 1.5. Freeland, 5 ERA last year. Zach Gallen here, 3.5 ERA last year. Down year of sorts for him. Freeland has put together decent starts against the Diamondbacks all year long. Very familiar with this team. Gallen lost his last 4 starts. So he could be pretty ticked off coming in. Surprised that the total is 8.5, which makes me think the Rockies will have some success. I'm going to take 1.5 runs on 8.5 here, and I thought the total will come out at 7.5. So I'm going to go with the Colorado Rockies plus the 1.5 over the Arizona Diamondbacks. Remember, getting 1.5 runs on 8.5 is like getting 18% of the runs before the game even starts. So your free plays on the Red Sox Seattle under. Lean on Arizona today in college basketball. Lean on San Diego State UConn over. Lean on Illinois Iowa State over. Lean on the Bucks. Lean on Oakland plus the 1.5. That's the Athletics. Is that game going off right now? It is, I think. No, it hasn't gone off yet. Good. Lean on the Miami Marlins. That's the game that's going on right now. Yeah. And lean on the Yankees today. That game, which is losing. Lean on the Rangers and Cubs under, and lean on the Rockies plus 1.5. So let me recap one more time. Red Sox Seattle under is your free play. Lean on the lean on Arizona in college basketball. Lean on San Diego State UConn over. Lean on Iowa State Illinois over. Lean on the Bucks. Lean on Oakland plus the 1.5. Lean on the Cubs Rangers under. Lean on the Rockies plus the 1.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 free plays. I will probably have close to 10 free plays for you tomorrow. Okay? Hope you guys are doing maybe more, actually. I might have close to 14 tomorrow. So, hope you guys are doing well. Please take a moment to like and subscribe. And join us for the 7-unit college basketball tonight at 9:50. Join us for the NBA 7-unit at 7 o'clock. And I hope you join us for all of baseball season. I hope you root for the Tigers today when you get this, as we're on them for our 4-unit first baseball selection of the year. Take care. Bye-bye.